The future of warfare is unfolding above Ukraine, where the sky has become the most critical and fiercely contested battlefield of our time. Here, every sunrise brings new challenges and opportunities as both sides race to dominate the airspace. For centuries, the fate of nations was decided on land and sea, by armies clashing on muddy fields and navies dueling across vast oceans. But now, air power has emerged as the decisive factor, transforming the very nature of conflict. In Ukraine, old doctrines are being shattered as drones, electronic shields, and cyber warfare redefine what it means to fight and survive. The struggle for air supremacy is no longer just about fighter jets. It's a complex contest where a cheap, nimble drone can destroy a multi-million-dollar tank in seconds, changing the balance of power overnight. Control of the sky now means the ability to see, strike, and protect with unprecedented precision, speed, and reach. Ukraine, outnumbered and outgunned, has turned the sky into its equalizer through relentless innovation, improvisation, and the creative use of technology. The lessons being learned here are already reshaping global security thinking, proving that military might is about adaptability, creativity, and rapid response, not just numbers or firepower. The skies over Ukraine are now crowded with everything from advanced fighter jets to swarms of modified commercial drones, each playing a unique role in this new era of warfare. Powerful missile defenses and mobile anti-aircraft guns form a layered shield, creating a dynamic and ever-evolving battlefield ecosystem where threats can come from any direction. Victory now depends on integrating diverse technologies, adapting faster than the enemy, and out-innovating the opponent in a constant cycle of change and escalation. Ukraine's mastery of the skies is not just key to its survival, it's a blueprint for the future of war, showing how agility and ingenuity can level the playing field. This essay explores how Ukraine's aerial revolution is rewriting the rules of conflict and what it means for the wars of tomorrow. At the heart of Ukraine's aerial strategy is the drone, an affordable, adaptable tool that has fundamentally changed the nature of modern warfare and levels the playing field against a larger adversary. Drones serve as Ukraine's eyes in the sky, providing real-time intelligence for artillery units and exposing enemy vulnerabilities without risking the lives of pilots. This constant stream of surveillance data allows Ukrainian commanders to make rapid, informed decisions on the battlefield. Ukraine has pioneered the use of first-person view FPV drones, racing models ingeniously modified to deliver explosives with pinpoint accuracy, turning hobbyist technology into a formidable weapon. Their low cost and high numbers allow Ukraine to deploy swarms that overwhelm enemy defenses, making every position a potential target and instilling constant anxiety in Russian troops, who never know when or where the next strike will come. Long-range attack drones strike deep inside Russian territory, disrupting critical supply lines, damaging infrastructure, and forcing Russia to divert valuable air defenses away from the front lines. This relentless strategic campaign stretches Russian resources thin and creates new opportunities for Ukrainian forces to advance and exploit weakened enemy positions. The real revolution, however, lies in Ukraine's vibrant ecosystem of engineers, programmers, and volunteers who rapidly design, test, and improve drones, often in improvised workshops. This decentralized innovation allows Ukraine to adapt quickly to Russian countermeasures, constantly staying one step ahead in the technological arms race. Small workshops and crowd-funded initiatives outpace traditional military-industrial complexes, producing new models and upgrades in weeks rather than months. The result is a whole-of-society effort where civilians, engineers, and soldiers unite, turning crisis into a catalyst for technological ingenuity and national resilience. Ukraine's drone strategy is as much about creativity, adaptability, and speed as it is about hardware, constantly pushing the boundaries of what's possible. It's a model of modern warfare that's inspiring militaries worldwide, showing how innovation and determination can reshape the battlefield. Ukraine's survival depends on its layered air defense network, a shield that has blunted Russia's initial assault and protected its cities. This network combines Western-supplied systems like Patriot and SAM-T with Soviet-era S-300S and Bucks, creating overlapping layers of protection. Mobile units and man-portable systems like Stinger ambush low-flying Russian aircraft, making the airspace perilous for attackers. Mobile anti-aircraft guns and even heavy machine guns on pickups counter drones and cruise missiles. A sophisticated web of radars, sensors, and civilian reporting apps ties the system together, ensuring rapid, targeted responses. This defense in depth preserves advanced missiles for high-value threats and keeps Ukraine's economy and military functioning. Without this shield, Ukraine's fate would be far more dire. Ukraine's true strength lies in its ability to integrate jets, drones, and advanced air defenses into a single unified fighting force. This synergy is what sets Ukraine apart on the modern battlefield. By combining these elements, Ukraine creates a seamless network that can respond rapidly to threats and adapt to changing conditions in real time. Fighter jets, though often outmatched by Russian aircraft, serve as highly effective missile platforms, launching anti-radiation and cruise missiles to strike deep behind enemy lines and suppress Russian air defenses, disrupting their operations. Drones play a crucial role by scouting for targets, locating enemy air defenses, and even acting as decoys to exhaust Russian interceptors and draw out hidden threats. Swarms of cheap, expendable drones force Russian air defenses to reveal their positions, creating valuable windows of opportunity for precision strikes by Ukrainian forces. Mobile surface-to-air missile systems, or SAMs, protect ground forces on the move, while the National Air Defense Network shields airbases, cities, and critical infrastructure from aerial attacks. This high level of integration allows Ukraine to operate flexibly, degrade Russian air power, and maintain the initiative across multiple fronts, keeping the enemy off balance. The result is a virtuous cycle. Air defenses enable offensive operations which in turn weaken the enemy's ability to contest the sky, making each component stronger together. Ukraine's success is defined by this orchestration, seeing with drones, striking with jets, and protecting with SAMs, all working in concert to maximize effectiveness. It's a model of modern combined arms warfare, now extended into the air domain, where technology and coordination are just as important as firepower. This innovative approach is setting the standard for future conflicts, showing the world how integrated air power can shape the outcome of war. Ukraine's war has become a global classroom, forcing militaries to rethink doctrine and procurement. The blend of high-tech and low-cost systems, especially drones, has democratized air power, giving smaller nations new capabilities. The vulnerability of tanks and the resilience of layered air defenses are reshaping military priorities worldwide. Stockpiles of interceptor missiles, mobility, and the integration of old and new systems are now seen as essential. Ukraine's rapid, decentralized innovation stands in stark contrast to slow, bureaucratic Western procurement. Governments are studying how to foster similar agility and better integrate commercial tech into defense. The speed of adaptation, not just technology, is now recognized as a decisive factor in modern war. The aerial war over Ukraine is a relentless contest of adaptation, a high-stakes game of cat and mouse. Russia has responded to Ukraine's tactics with electronic warfare, jamming drone signals and creating electronic bubbles that force Ukrainian engineers to innovate. Russian air defenses have become more mobile and adaptive, deploying closer to the front and using physical barriers like nets and cope cages. Russia is also ramping up its own drone production and dispersing aircraft to counter Ukrainian strikes. Massive waves of cheap drones and missiles aim to exhaust Ukraine's expensive interceptors. This cycle of measure and countermeasure defines the conflict, where every advantage is temporary. Both sides are locked in a race to innovate faster than the other. The future of aerial warfare will be shaped by this constant, dynamic struggle. Despite its successes, Ukraine's control of the sky is fragile and resource-dependent. The biggest challenge is the limited supply of advanced interceptor missiles, each one costly, and Russia exploits this by launching mixed waves of cheap and expensive threats. Ukraine faces tough choices: use a precious missile on a cheap drone or risk letting it through. The shortage of modern fighter jets is another hurdle. Even with F-16s, numbers will remain limited and integration is complex. Russia's adaptation, improving electronic warfare and drone countermeasures, means Ukrainian innovations have a short shelf life. Sustaining rapid innovation under resource constraints is a monumental task. Ukraine's engineers and volunteers are under constant pressure to stay ahead. The war in the air is a battle of attrition, innovation, and supply. Ukraine's ability to adapt will determine its survival. Ukraine's war offers a glimpse into the future of aerial conflict, where drones, AI, and integrated defenses dominate. Autonomous drone swarms, coordinated by a single operator, could soon overwhelm enemy defenses and conduct complex missions. The speed of decision-making will be measured in microseconds with seamless integration across air, land, sea, space, and cyber domains. Satellites, drones, and ground systems will work together, shortening the time from detection to destruction. This future brings immense power but also profound ethical and strategic challenges. As weapon systems become more autonomous, questions of human control and accountability grow urgent. The risk of rapid, uncontrolled escalation increases as machines react at machine speed. The world must grapple with these dangers as the next era of warfare unfolds. The skies over Ukraine have become the crucible of modern warfare, proving that victory belongs to those who adapt and innovate. Ukraine's ingenuity, turning commercial drones into weapons, integrating old and new defenses, and orchestrating complex air operations, has rewritten the rules of war. Air defense is now the bedrock of survival, and the integration of every asset, from smartphones to jets, is the new standard. These lessons are shaping armies and strategies worldwide. But Ukraine's struggle also warns of the challenges of sustaining high-tech war and the constant threat of obsolescence. The future of conflict will be decided by those who learn and adapt fastest. Control of the air is fundamental to success on the modern battlefield. In the end, the most potent weapon is human ingenuity in the face of adversity.